Hello guys, welcome to my channel, myself Ganesh. In last video we have done some basic commands about this Git, how we can pull and push out our code from your local repository to your central repository. Now we are discussing about these branches. So how this branch will work under this Git. So how is the workflow of your branches. So whatever the code you have written, so this is the by default there is one master branch is created. So that master branch having this main code, and this code will horizontally will appear, right? So it is like your highway, and that highway creating some sub roads, right? So there are some multiple small roads which I have created, and it will merge with your highway again, right? So same concept here is applied. Like this is my master code, this is my master code which I have write, and this master code, whatever the data which you have committing under this master code, so it's going in same flow, right? So from anywhere you can create their sub branches, and that sub branches will create any multiple sub branches. There is no limitation to create your sub branches, like branch 1, branch 2, branch 3. So like that you can create multiple branches, right? So this diagram I'm trying to tell about these branches. So these branches, whatever the data you have, when you are creating any branches, so the main code which is available under your master code, so same code will copy it under this branch 1, like branch 2, branch 3, whatever the branches you are creating, so that whatever the updated code is available in your master, so that code will in copied under this branch 1. So whatever the changes you are doing under your branches in branch 1, suppose you are doing any changes, so that changes will doing in your branches 1 only, not it is not affected on your master branch, right? So if suppose the like the example, if suppose if you are creating any particular website, and that website requires some code, right? So parallelly, if there are multiple persons are working on that particular code, and they want to implement some changes under that particular code, so how you can do it? So first you need to create one code, so that code will share with your friend, then that particular friend will work on that particular code. That code will modified again. If that code is, if suppose that code is approved from your end or from your boss, so then you can merge it. So same concept here, you are now creating some branches, and in branches you have modified that particular code. That code will commit it in branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, and in branch 4, if suppose this code is now approved, that means it is finalized to merge with your master branch, right? So then you can merge it. Okay, so while merging this branch, so there are some conflicts will occur, right? So that conflicts will occur, so there is the another diagram, that is the merge and conflict concept in the Git. Okay, so there is no conflict if suppose your master branch having this file, that is test1, and in branch 1 same file we have copying, okay, and you have not renamed that particular file name, then the data, if suppose this is my first project, so this data I have written under my master branch for this test file, and this branch 1 having this same data, first line is same, but my second line is now different, but there is no conflict will occur while doing these merges with your master branches. Okay, now the conflict will occur when this data is different. Okay, so there is some different data available, and in branch 1 there is some other data is available. So at that time when you are trying to merge your branch 1 with your master branch, then it will occur some conflict. So that conflict will occur, and you need to specify, just you go under this master file, that is your test file, and you need to specify that this data needs to be right on top or bottom, right? You need to mention that particular thing. So this is the concept about this Git, their merges and conflict. So we will do some demonstration for these branches. So how you can check these branches is created or not? So using this command you can check it. Okay, this branch. So this is the command. Here my master branch is create. If suppose you want to create a new branch, so just type this command git space branch space. You need to specify the branch name, that is my branch one. Now you can check this branch is created. Now the star is specify under this master, that means I am under this master branch. Now if you want to switch over this master, that is from master to branch one, then you need to check out. So git space checkout space branch 1. So now you can check. Now you are under this branch 1, right? So before I am moving under this branch 1, I need to first check my master data. So now again you can check I am under this master branch ls space hyphen a. There is one file I have created, that is my data. Okay, this is my data. And if suppose I want to change some parameter under this file, I am just going to change it first. This is the code for project 1. Okay, and just I'm going to save it. Okay, so this data is available. First you need to commit it. So using this git space add space dot, you need to move it from working directory to staging area, and then you need to commit it using this git space commit space hyphen yum space. You need to specify this is the data, this is the code for master branch. Okay, and just close it, enter it. Okay, now it is committed. Now you just check this test1 data again. So this is my data. Now the data which I have changed. Okay, so again I am going to, because when we have created, that is my branch 1, so at that time this data having this different data, right, in the master branch. Now I have already done some changes under this master branch, so this data will not affect on my branch 1. Okay, so that the branch 1 having same data which we have previously copied using this master branch. So again I am going to check out using this command, that is git space checkout space branch 1. Now I switch out. You need to check ls space hyphen a. So this is my file. So here you need to check the content, what content is there, right? So the content is same because it is not affecting whatever the changes you are doing under this test file. So this also not affect on your master branch. So just I need to check it again. I am going to do some changes under this file. Okay, here I'm going to change this content. This is the code for branch 1 and save it. Okay, so these changes also not reflect under my master branch, right? So just I'm checking using this checkout master git space checkout space master. The following editor, please commit your changes. Okay, so whenever you are written, so it is not going, it is not allowing to check out. First we need to add it, git space add space dot, and then we need to commit it first. Git space commit space hyphen yum space. Okay, so I need to check it again because this data is now moved from my working directory to staging area on my branch 1. Now you can try to check out to my master branch. It is not allowing me, right? So again you need to commit it. First you need to commit space hyphen yum space. I'm giving this code is for branch 1 and enter it. Okay, now it's committed. Now I want to check out with my master branch. Now it is switch over to my master branch. But the data which you have created under my branch 1, so it is not reflected under my master branches. Okay, so I need to check it again under this master branch because I am under this branch, that is my master. So you just check The star is reflecting under this master, and I'm using the command that is git space. Okay, first I need to check the data cat space slash test one. Okay, so the data which I have write under this master one, it is not change, right? Because we have done these changes under this branch one only. So whatever the changes you have made under some branches which you have created, so it is not affecting on your master branch. But now I am going to merge that branch one with your master branch. So how you can merge it and how this data will conflict? Okay, so we need to check it. So git space merge. If suppose that branch one having some code and that code is approved from your management, so that management will ask you to merge your branch one code with your master branch, right? So now I am going to merge it, my branch one, okay, with my master branch. So this command you need to use, just enter it. Yeah, here it is showing that is conflict. Okay, so the conflict, that means the data which you have written inside my master branch and in my branch one, so the data is different because I have just shown under this diagram. This is my first project which I have written in my master branch, but in my branch one I have written this data, that like data for branch one. So same data we have written with a different content, but the line is different on both the branches, but this file name is having same file name, right? That's why it is conflict. So what you need to do, just you go under this vi space test file. Here you can see this data, means both the data is available, that is this is the code for project 1 and this is the code for the branch 1. Both the data are available, but this git is now confused which line should be on top or on bottom. Okay, so we need to specify it manually. So just I need to, if suppose you have edited something here, so that means git is now confirmed, so there is no conflict will occur. Okay, just I'm going to save it. Okay, now it is committed. Okay, then commit the result, so that means the merge command will automatically commit. Okay, so when you are going to merge it, so while merging only this conflict will occur. Okay, and while doing this merging, so at that time this commit is also done with your branch 1 to master branch. So this commit, no need to do this add and commit because this already done with this command only. Okay, so this is the method you can use to merge your particular code, and you can check it using this git space log. Here also create one commit id, right? So you can check it, git space just I need to check it using this command git space log space hyphen hyphen one line, so it will display something. Yeah, here it is my head. Okay, master branch, this is my branch 2 data, modified code for, okay, this is my previous data. So this is my latest data which I have modified, right? This is the code for the master branch. So like that you can use this command, and if you want to push it to your main repository, which is your centralized repository, you can use this command git space push space origin, directly origin space master. So here you can directly push your data to your git repository. So you can mention your user id and password, right? So I am not going to push it over this push it over this centralized repository. Okay, now there is the another concept, that is the git stashing. So git stashing, okay, just I'm going to mention that is git stashing. Okay, so this is the concept, that is the git stashing. Okay, so git stashing is nothing but your temporary storage. So that temporary storage, that means if suppose you are working on any particular code. Okay, so just I want to explain it using one diagram. So this is the diagram which you have created here. Okay, So here this is my code where I am working on my working directory. Okay, and if suppose your boss is coming and he asks for to work on my some other code. Okay, so at that time you need to keep that particular code where you are working in your staging and your git stashing. Okay, so git stashing is nothing but your temporary storage. So that code which you have working, so that code you can move to your git stashing. Okay, and you can work with the code which you have provided from your manager. So that means if you are working on your code and some tasks are done under that code, and if you don't want to move it from working directly to staging area, and you want to move it to the particular temporary storage. Okay, so just you can use this git stashing concept here. Okay, so you can move your code where you are working, so that code you can move to your git stashing, and you can copy that particular code to your working directory and you can work it. Once that code work done, you can again move it from this git stash to your working directory and you can work it. So like that you can work it. So the command basically we are using for this git stashing is nothing but, so the command is git space stash. Just going to control C, git space stash. So this is the command. Okay, you can use it, git space stash. So first I need to use the command, that is the git space stash space list. Okay, so there is no list is available to see the stash item list. Okay, so there is no stash list is available right now, so that's why it is not reflecting here. There is another file I am going to create it first. One moment. Vi space test2 file. Okay, and here I am going to write some data. This is the file for git stashing. Okay, save it. Now you need to, okay, so if suppose this is your new file which you have given from your management, right, and you are working with your master branches under this test1 code. Okay, so there are two files now, it is reflected. Yes, so there are test1 and test2 file. So this is my test1 file, this is my origin file where I am working. So some middle of work is done, but some middle half work is remaining, but I have already just okay, already done some changes and already committed it, so that's why it is not reflecting under this stash. So just I need to edit it some data under my test file. Suppose, okay, some changes I have made. Okay, under this file. Okay, shift G O, this is the stashing demo, and save it. Okay, so whatever the changes you have made, so that changes I have made, right? So I am not going to move that test file, test1 file to my from my working directory to staging area. So first I need to move it to the staging. Okay, in my stash, git stash. So using this, again you need to check git space stash. Here command I am using, and here I need to use this git space stash space list. Okay, there is no list is applied. Now I am going to apply this stash atom, because this git stash is not reflecting here. I think I need to use this command, control C, git space add dot space add dot, and again you can check it, git space dash list, git space dash save working directory index status working process master. This is the code for this master branch. Okay, here you need to check this list. Yeah, right now. So when So you have move your data from your working directory to your staging area. Now this stash is now showing with this list, right? So now this data is now moved to your stashing storage. So temporary it is store under your stashing storage, that is your test1 file. Okay, whatever you are doing work under this test1 file, now you can work under this another file, another code, and you can commit it and you can do whatever you want to change under that file. And then again if you want to apply, okay, now I want to apply it again from this stashing. So you are just now moving your code which you have stored under this stashing, you can move it to your working directory again. So how you can do it? Git space stash space apply space stash, and this is the id you need to specify here. Okay, so same id I need to specify here. So this is the method you need to use to move your data from your git stashing to your working directory. So you need to mention same thing. Now it is asking to add it again, right? So this is the method you can use it. Then again you need to add git space add dot, and they need to commit it. Okay, I'm just going to commit it, git space commit space hyphen yum space this is the demo for git stashing, and enter it. Now it's committed. Okay, git space log, here it will create another commit id hyphen one line, you can check it. So yeah, on top you will get this commit id and whatever the information you have written. If you want to check more information about this code, so you need to use this git space show space commit id, you need to specify, and you will get all the information about your code. Okay, and if you want to clear your git, because this data is now still available inside my stash, so if you want to clear that, you can use this command git space stash space clear. So now this data is now removed, and you can check it using this git space stash space list command. So the data is now removed from your stashing, git stashing. Okay, so this git stashing also covered. Now there is the another concept, that is the git reset. Okay, git space reset. Okay, so git space reset is nothing but what, it's like a undo. Okay, so whatever the code which you have written under this working directory, and you think and you have moved it to you move that particular code from your working directory to staging area. Okay, and somehow you feel that this data is having some issue, there is some additions I required to modify that particular code, and after that you feel that. Okay, so how you can undo it? So basically this reset command is used to undo whatever the changes you have made in your working directory to your staging area. So just I am going to check first ls space ls, there is the file, this is my cat test1 file. Okay, so this is the data. Under that I need to modify it something. Suppose I need to modify shift g. Okay, shift g, and this is the demo for git receipt, and save it. Okay, I am going to add it. Okay, now I am going to move my code from working directory to staging area, git space add space dot, enter it. Now you have moved, and now you are feeling that this data I want to modify it again. So how you can modify it? So first you need to again undo it. Okay, I have made some mistake under that particular code, and you want to edit that particular code again with your origin code. Okay, so you can undo it. So the command you need to use, that is git space reset, because we have not committed it right now, right? So git space receipt space, and you need to specify that file name, that is my test1 file. Just enter it. Now it is undo. You can check this file what data is available. Okay, enter it. Okay, so say still this data is available. Again you need to use that is git space receipt space dot command. Enter it. Again you need to check it. Okay, git space receipt. Just one moment. Stashing demo, this is the demo for one moment. So using this reset, you can do this demonstration to undo your files which you have modified under this uh, staging area. So you can do it undo using this git space receipt. You need to specify file name git space receipt dot, and if you want to receipt the changes whatever the if suppose you have changes under this staging area and you are working directory, at this time if you want to reset it, then you can remove it using this command, that is the git space reset space hyphen hard, and enter it. Okay, now you can check it. This head is now at 60, that particular your commit id. This is the demo for this git stashing. Okay, so this git stashing I have removed using this command, right? So using this command you can remove files from your staging area and your workspace. Okay, now we are using this revert, git revert. How you can do this git revert? Okay, so the changes which you have made under your code and you have committed it from your staging area to your local directory, and if you feel that the data which you have copied from your staging area to your local directory, and that time if you want to revert it. Okay, so here is the concept, that is the revert from working directory to staging area. Here we are using this concept, that is receipt. Okay, so in revert we are, if suppose this if suppose this code is now copied under my local directory, and if you think again that data is not properly I have corrected, so you need to, if you want to correct it again with your previous code, and if you want to go on your previous code, then using this git space revert command you can use it. So just I am going to commit it, git space add space dot git space. I am going to remove another file, that is my rm file. Okay, here I'm going to add it again, git space commit it. Okay, I'm going to commit it. First I need to check this data, whatever the data is available inside it. So cat command you need to use, cat under this. Okay, vi, I am just going to edit it. Okay, this is the demo file for revert, git revert. Okay, git revert and save it. Okay, you need to git space add dot, enter it, git space commit space hyphen yum space this code is written for git revert, and enter it. Now it's committed, right? So that is, the data is now moved from your staging area to your local directory, and now you are thinking like this code is not correctly I have modified. So again if you want to modify it with your previous data, then how you can modify, right? So using this git space revert command, you can check it. So one moment, I am using this command git space revert space the commit id. First you need to check the commit id, git space log space hyphen hyphen one line, one line. Okay, so this is my code which I have written, this is my git. Okay, so here you need to use this git space revert space this commit id, you need to mention here as enter it. Okay, so here you will get this revert option, right? So whatever the what whatever this revert it, so revert code is written for this. So this is the code which you have revert, and here this code will revert it to your previous code. Okay, here is the modified, and this is my new file. Here is the changes, you will get it, and just enter it, enter it, enter it, enter it, enter it, and enter it. Okay, just save it. Okay, now you can see that two files change. 5 insertion means 5 plus 1 deletion, one file is now deleted, and create mode 10064 in test2. Okay, there are two files actually, so that's why it is reflected on both the files which you have modified. So this is the command you can revert to use your revert. Okay, so there is the another method, that is the how to remove your untracked file. If suppose there are multiple files which are available, which is not committed or which is not added it from working directory to staging area, then how you can clean it? If suppose I am going to create some files like touch space a1 a2 s1 s2, so these are the files I have created inside it. And if I want to clean it, so first you need to use this clean try using this git space clean space hyphen n. So basically it will ask you, so these are the files, if you want to remove you can remove it, because there is no data is available, you can remove it directly. Okay, so you can use this git space clean space hyphen yep command, so these files are now removing. Okay, so you will get this. So this hyphen yep is your forcefully hyphen n is used for dry clean. Okay, first you need to confirm these are the files are available, if you want to delete it you can delete it. Okay, in there is one concept, that is the tag. So here in this diagram I have mentioned this commit id is having some tag. Okay, so if you want to assign some particular tag to your commit, then how you can do it? Okay, so just I am checking git space log space hyphen hyphen one line. So here if I want to assign one for this one. Okay, for this one I am just going to use this tag. So how you can provide this tag to particular code? Git space tag, the syntax is same for all the command, hyphen a, and here you need to specify this tag name. Okay, so this is my git stashing which I have created. If suppose I am going to create this. Okay, so this is the code which I have written for this git revert. So just I am going to specify this tag. If suppose I am giving git revert. Okay, git revert, and space you need to assign space hyphen m space, and the message you need to type here. Okay, you need to specify your commit id actually using this hyphen m option, and just enter it. Now you can check. Okay, now it is showing that is my tag git revert is assigned for this particular commit id. So you are assigning this tag to your commit id, whatever the commit id, because this it is not possible to remember that commit id. So if you want to search it using this tag, you can directly search it, right? If you want to see the list of the tags, you can use this command git space tag. So here you will get this information about this tag. If you want to see this git space show space this tag name, inside this particular tag what information, what code is written, so you can check it using this command. Okay, so these are, if you want to delete your tag, you need to use this git space tag space hyphen d space tag name. So this is my tag name. If you want to delete, you can delete it. Now you can check there is no tag is available. Okay, one line there is no tag is available here also. Okay, if you want to use this another method, if suppose there is the one directory ls space hyphen a, and here if you want, if you are having multiple codes are available with the multiple extensions. Okay, so just I am going to create some other extensions like touch space test3 dot java extension, touch space yes suppose test 4 with this jpg extension jpg. Okay, so these are the extensions. If you if I want to ignore that particular extension, then how you can do it, right? So first you need to create one directory, that is hidden directory. So using this mkdir space dot, here you need to specify the directory name having the name this git space ignore. Okay, git space ignore, enter it. So same directory name you need to specify, and you need to add that extension if you want to exclude that particular extension while adding your code from working directory to your staging area. So you can ignore it. Okay, using this dot git ignore. Okay, so this is my directory. So inside that directory, yeah, no, actually I have created this directory, but I need to create the file name. Okay, so rm space hyphen rf I need to use, and here I need to use this same file name. I'm just creating one file with this name, and here I'm going to mention that star dot jpg, enter. Another extension which I have used, that is star dot java. Okay, so these are the extension. If I want to exclude it, here in this file you need to exclude it, all these extensions, and again you need to use this command git space add space, you need to specify this file name, that is my git ignore, and enter it. Now you can see only that particular extensions are ignored from this file directly. So apart from this file, whatever the files are available, that is my test1 and test2, so whatever the code is written inside it, so only that code will move from your working directory to your staging area. So this is the concept you can use. Then again you can commit it, and then you can push it from your local directory to your centralized repository. So this is the whole concept about this git. So almost we have done all this demo under this git and github demonstration. So in next video we'll start up with this new demonstration with the new concept of the DevOps series. So the concept is, that is the shape. For this automation we can use this shape tool. So we will cover that shape tool from our next video. So thank you guys, thank you for watching this video.